Have you ever thought about getting your own pet? Once upon a time, there was a young child, brimming with enthusiasm after watching a video filled with the cutest pets. The idea was planted. The young child wanted a pet. The next day at school, the topic of pets was all the buzz. The child shared this newfound desire with friends, and a flurry of stories about furry friends, feathery companions, and even slippery, slithery pals flooded the air. There was the tale of a playful pup who loved to chase his own tail, a fluffy bunny who had a penchant for carrots, and a colourful parakeet who could mimic the school bell perfectly. Each story was more exciting than the last, sparking a whirlwind of anticipation and delight. And just like that, the decision was made. The seed of excitement had grown into a decision. Our young friend was going to get a pet. Getting a pet isn't just about the fun parts. Imagine a world of delightful creatures, each unique and special in their own way. Each pet, whether it's a fluffy bunny, a playful puppy, or a graceful goldfish, requires its own special type of care. Our young researcher dives into a journey of discovery, learning about the exciting world of pets, feeding, grooming, exercising. Each pet has needs that must be met. A bunny needs fresh vegetables, a puppy needs walks and playtime, and even a goldfish needs a clean tank and the right food. Every pet is a little different, and taking care of them can be a lot of work. But it's not just about time and effort. Pets can be costly too. From food and toys to vet bills, it all adds up. The more our young friend learns, the more he realises that having a pet is a big responsibility. It was clear now having a pet is not all fun and games, it's a real responsibility. After all the research, it was time to make a decision. Our young friend had a lot to consider. Between schoolwork and soccer practice, he had to think about how much time he could dedicate to a new pet. There was also the size of his home to consider. A big dog might not have enough room to stretch its legs in a small apartment. Plus, he had to remember his little sister's allergies. No one wanted to bring home a furry friend, only to find out it made her sneeze non-stop. So, he thought long and hard, weighing all these factors, and finally decided on the best fit pet. Once he had made up his mind, he sat down with his parents, and they had a serious family discussion. After weighing all the pros and cons, they agreed it was a good decision. And so the decision was made. They were going to welcome a new member into their family. The day had finally arrived, the day they were going to get their new pet. A day brimming with anticipation, excitement, and a tiny bit of nervousness. After what seemed like an eternity of waiting, they were off to the pet adoption centre. Upon arrival, they were greeted by a flurry of adorable faces, each one unique, each one special. But amongst them all, one stood out, their new friend. The child's face lit up like a Christmas tree, joy radiating from every pore. A promise was made then and there, a vow to take good care of this new companion, to be the best pet parent ever. Back at home, they set about making the pet comfortable, setting up a cosy corner, filling up food and water bowls. The house seemed to have a new energy, a new life force, and so the new member of the family had arrived. Getting a pet was a journey that taught our young friend some important lessons. It was more than just a quest for companionship. It was an expedition into the world of responsibility, commitment, and love. Suddenly, our young friend discovered that pets weren't mere playthings. They were living, breathing beings that called for care, for attention, for affection. He learned that every feeding time was a reminder of his responsibility. Every playtime was a testament to his commitment, and every bedtime cuddle was a symbol of his love. His pet wasn't just a source of fun, it was a living lesson in empathy and care. And that's the story of how our young friend got his pet. He learned that pets are a joy, but also a responsibility. So if you ever think about getting a pet, remember to do your research and be ready for the adventure that awaits you.